Welcome back to Finding Myself One Adventure at a Time, where I share the highs, lows, and everything in between of solo travel. Today is day 19 and 20 of 93, so let's get into it. I had a meeting where I had to present in front of 100 of my colleagues. For those of you that don't know, I'm a full-time 9-to-5 corporate remote girly. Honestly, it really sucks having to work while I travel, but at the same time, I get to travel while I work, so it truly is a double-edged sword. With that being said, if you work remote, I highly encourage you to take advantage of it because it is doable, and I'd rather be working somewhere like this than at home right now. After work, I made the bed so that the room would feel a little bit less chaotic, and then I got dressed and walked to the other hostel my friend was staying at, just a 4-minute down this lovely trail. This one is called Free Cerveza, and it's the more well-known and kind of like one to stay at in this area. You get free beer from 4 to 5, hence the name, and I think you can clearly see why it's so popular. It's really fun to hang out at. They have grass for laying out. They have a dock you can jump into the water off. You get free paddle boarding if you stay there. It's a bit more conducive for socializing, and I think they have more activities. I didn't stay here because it was all booked up. However, I actually am very happy that I didn't, because the normal rooms, unless you upgrade, are 4-person tents with your bed kind of like on the floor. People also said the rooms got really hot during the day, so you couldn't really go back and hang out if you wanted a break. Also, the bathrooms were like a straight down hole instead of a flusher, and it kind of smelled like cat pee. All that to say, if you're deciding between two hostels and one of them is a little bit nicer or whatever, more your preference, but the other one's more social, I think you should stay at the one that you prefer, because at the social one, you can still go and hang out and honestly like do most of their activities a lot of the time. Speaking of social activities, I saw on the board that they had this night out party situation, and it was my idea to go, but I was starting to feel more sick than I had before, and you have to take a boat there and back at a certain time. I didn't want to get stuck there, so I decided not to go, which was the right decision, because after going to bed, I woke up to puke, and I checked the time, I would still be at the party. Woke up the next morning, threw on my bikini, got ready, had some breakfast, and then headed back to Free Cerveza to tan and read. And even though I still wasn't feeling 100%, I felt like I needed to go to this town called San Juan that's supposed to be really pretty, so I got on the lancha for about 45 minutes due to all the stops. When I got there, I realized I didn't have my wallet because I put it in my other purse to go out in, and I didn't even go out. I thought maybe they would just take me back without having to pay because I'd never got off the boat, but I had to pay for both ways. Back at my hostel was barbecue night. It looked so good, but I unfortunately couldn't have any because of my stomach. I did run into some people from the very beginning of my trip back in Bacalar, so that was fun. We played cards, and tomorrow I'm off to my next location.